Hare Krishna friends, Radhe Radhe, welcome back to my Kanha's Darshan, where I share stories from Mahabharat, Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam and also topics related to Vedas and Puranas. So friends, please support me by subscribing to my channel and also click on the bell icon so that you can receive my new video updates. Now, today we will see the story of Ved Vyasa, who is also known as Krishna Dvaipayana. He is the author of the great epic Mahabharat and he is the one who classified Vedas into 4 parts. So, let's start our video. Vyasa is the author of Mahabharat, Vedas and Puranas. He is responsible for classifying the 4 Vedas, wrote the 18 Puranas and recited the great Mahabharat which Lord Ganesha had penned down. In fact, the Mahabharat is often called as the 5th Veda. The most important and the most glorified section is Bhagavad Gita, the lesson recited to Arjuna by Lord Krishna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Apart from Mahabharat, he also wrote the Brahma Sutra, one of his shortest theologies on Hindu philosophy. The festival of Guru Purnima is dedicated to him. It is also known as Vyasa Purnima, the day believed to be both of his birth and when he divided the Vedas. Vyasa is considered as one of the 7 Chiranjeevis. He appears for the first time as the compiler of and an important character in the Mahabharata. It is said that he was the expansion of Lord Vishnu who came in Dwapar Yuga to make all the Vedic knowledge from oral tradition available in written form. He was the son of Satyavati, adopted daughter of the fisherman Dushraj and the wandering sage Parshara, who is credited with being the author of the first Puran, Vishnu Puran. He was born on an island in the river Yamuna. Due to his dark complexion, Vyasa was also given the name Krishna in addition to the name Dvaipayana, meaning island born. Vyasa was the son of sage Parshara and great-grandson of sage Vashishta. Prior to Vyasa's birth, Parshara had performed a severe penance to Lord Shiva. Shiva granted a boon that Parshara's son would be a Brahmarshi equal to Vashishta and would be famous for his knowledge. When Vyasa became an adult, he left promising his mother Satyavati that he would come to her when needed. Ved Vyasa received knowledge from great sages like Vasudeva and Sanakdev. He described that the most important goal in one's life is to attain Narayana or the Divine Supreme. Vyasa's mother then marries the king of Hastinapur and gives birth to 2 sons named Chitrangda and Vichitravirya. Chitrangda was killed by Gandharvas in battle while Vichitravirya was weak and ill all the time. Satyavati then asked Bhishma to fetch queens for Vichitravirya. Bhishma attended the Swayamvar conducted by the king of Kashi and defeated all the kings. Amba openly rebuked the Swayamvar as she was in love with the prince of Shalva, which was against the rule of Swayamvar. Later, Bhishma came to know that king of Kashi did not know about the love of his elder daughter, so Bhishma released Amba and allowed her to go to Shalva kingdom and marry the prince who later rejected her. Friends, I have already shared the video of Amba's revenge towards Bhishma in my video of Bhishma and Lord Parshuram's fight. I will share the link over here. Later, Vichitravirya married Ambika and Ambalika, but like his brother Chitrangda, he too died childless. Satyavati was clueless on how to save the clan from perishing. She asked Bhishma to marry both the queens who refused, citing his vow and the promise that he made to her and his father never to marry. He therefore could not father an heir to the kingdom. Later, Satyavati revealed to Bhishma secrets from her past life and requested him to bring Vyasa to Hastinapur. Sage Vyasa had a fierce personality and a bright glowing spiritual aura around him. Hence, upon seeing him, Ambika, who was rather scared, shut her eyes, resulting in their child Dhritarashtra being born blind. The other queen Ambalika turned pale upon meeting Vyasa, which resulted in their child Pandu being born pale. Alarmed Satyavati requested that Vyasa meet Ambika again and grant her another son. Ambika instead sent her maid to meet Vyasa. The duty-bound maid was calm and composed. She had a healthy child who was later named Vidura. While these are Vyasa's son, another son Shuka, born of his wife Pinjala, daughter of the sage Jabali, was his true spiritual heir. Shuka appears occasionally in the story as a spiritual guide to the young Kuru princess Parikshit. Hence, Vyasa fathered 4 sons, Pandu, Dhritarashtra, Vidur and Sukdev. Other texts of Ved Vyasa. Vyasa is also credited with the writing of the 18 major Puranas. His son Shuka is the narrator of the major Srimad Bhagavad Purana to Arjun's grandson Parikshit. Yog Bhashya. The Yog Bhashya, a commentary on the Yog Sutras of Patanjali, is attributed to Vyasa. Brahma Sutras. The Brahma Sutras are attributed to Badrayana, which makes him the proponent of the crest jewel school of Hindu philosophy, that is Vedanta. Vaishnava Acharyas acknowledge that Badrayana is indeed Vyasa and he is known as Badrayana as he had his ashram in Badrikshetra. The significance of Vyasa Purnima. In ancient times, our forefathers in India went to the forest to meditate during the 4 months or Chaturmas following Vyasa Purnima, a particular and important day in the Hindu calendar. On this auspicious day, Vyasa began to write his Brahma Sutras. This day is also known as Guru Purnima, when according to the scriptures, Hindus should worship Vyasa and the Brahma Vidya Gurus and begin the study of the Brahma Sutras and other ancient books on wisdom. The everlasting influence of Vyasa. Vyasa is considered by Hindus as Chiranjeevi or immortal, one who is still living for the well-being of his devotees. It is said that he appears to the true and the faithful one, and also Adi Shankaracharya had his darshan, as did many others as well. Vyasa's life is a unique example of one born for the dissemination of spiritual knowledge. His writings inspire us and the whole world even to this day in innumerable ways. So friends, that was all about Sage Ved Vyasa. I hope you all like my video. Now we shall meet in my next video. Till then, take care. Radhe Radhe.